morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Jeju Forum for Peace and Prosperity 2019. I'm An Cha-ki, the Director of Global Affairs at 중앙일보, which is a co-host of this annual gathering. Now, the Jeju Forum is in its 14th year. It started back in 2001 as a platform for multilateral collaboration to explore ways of realizing peace and prosperity on the Korean Peninsula and East Asia. This year's Jeju Forum is being held under the theme, as you know, Asia towards resilient peace, cooperation and integration. And how apt this theme has turned out to be considering all that has happened over the past few weeks and months. So without a doubt, this is the most timely opportunity to review and even redraw a blueprint for the future of Asia, together with all the experts and global leaders gathered here today. As is the case, each year we have a very distinguished lineup of dignitaries here with us, and I would like to spend a little time to introduce them to you. When I call out their names, please give each and every one of them a big round of applause. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, former President of Austria, His Excellency Heinz Fischer. Former Prime Minister of Australia, His Excellency Malcolm Turnbull. Former Prime Minister of Japan, His Excellency Yukio Hatoyama. Former Foreign Minister of China, His Excellency Li Jiaoxing. The Secretary General of ASEAN, His Excellency Dato Lim Jokhoi. The Union Minister for the Office of the State Councillor of Myanmar, His Excellency Jo Tin-che. And the host of the Jeju Forum for Peace and Prosperity, His Excellency Governor Won Hee-ryong. Former UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon was very much looking forward to joining all of us here, but regrettably he is not able to be here this morning due to an urgent family matter. We hope you all understand. Well, I'm here to make sure that everything works like clockwork, and the time tells me that it is time to move on with this opening ceremony. So I would like to invite the chairman of the organizing committee, the Jeju Forum Organizing Committee, His Excellency Governor Won Hee-ryong, up to the stage for his opening remarks. I think he needs some help. Yes? We don't want him to exert his leg at this point. He needed to heal. Yes, Governor Won Hee-ryong will come up to the podium to deliver his opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome him with a big hand.
Welcome to the Jeju Forum for Peace and Prosperity 2019. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge some of our most distinguished guests for their endeavors to advance world peace and human prosperity. Former President of Austria, Heinz Fischer, former Prime Minister of Australia, Malcolm Turnbull, former Prime Minister of Japan, Yukio Hatoyama, former Foreign Minister of the People's Republic of China, Li Jiaoxing. Thank you for being here, and I owe you my special thanks. I'm also delighted to welcome all the distinguished guests, both local and abroad, as well as Jeju citizens who would share ideas to promote prosperous and peaceful Asia. Thank you very much. Distinguished guests, from local and abroad, our world is now facing serious peacelessness challenges. These include natural hazard triggered by climate change, ocean contamination caused by littering plastic waste, and transnational air pollution due to elusive particulate matter. They have become global risks because they pose a greater threat than ever to human survival and peace. In other words, our world is recognized peace to have become inclusive of areas other than just national security. This is why Jeju is trying to realize this new peace by shifting to the widened concept. Accordingly, the range of peace discourse in this Jeju Forum is not limited merely to traditional security issues, but expanded to a variety of fields such as economy, culture, environment, etc. By the way, I proposed at the Jeju Forum 2015, peace from healing. That is a gift from clean Jeju nature. Peace from tolerance, carried gained by being inclusive of multiple values and interests. And peace in energy, that directs us to achieve peace in the entire energy process from generation to consumption. Along those lines, we are advancing carbon-free island 2030 projects, where all our power generation will shift to alternative energy and our passenger vehicles will be replaced by electric ones. Recently, we commit ourselves in tackling the transnational issue of fine dust and push forward a dust-free Jeju campaign. Jeju is proud of its blue sky, fresh air, and clean natural environment. It is an environment treasure island endorsed by UNESCO. They have set clean and coexistence as a future vision of Jeju to boost its resilience of environment and ecosystem. We'll make our effort with confidence and commitment in both expanding and sharing the new values and experiences of our own with the world as well as the central government of South Korea. Distinguished guests from local and abroad. As you know, the Jeju Forum introduced as its theme for this year, Asia towards resilient peace, cooperation and integration. Resilient peace is an effective way to turn insecure peace into a secured one and to find a balance point to realize sustainable coexistence even under security crisis. In their heart, Jeju people have the deepest wounds that remain from the turmoil of the Cold War 71 years ago. Countless innocent lives were lost and many communities were destroyed. But the Jeju people have stuck together in order to resolve the division and conflict of the April 3rd incident in a spirit of reconciliation and coexistence. The government of South Korea acknowledged the Jeju people as having been overcoming the painful history of the April 3rd incident and commemorate this by enlisting Jeju Island as an island of world peace in 2005. This has served as a momentum for the Jeju government and citizens to share the belief that we are all victims of the painful history of the April 3rd incident, and to make efforts to realize the resilient peace through which we feel tolerance for each other and heal together. Since it is resolving the April 3rd incident, Jeju made the case of advancing reconciliation and coexistence, as well as peace and human rights through tolerance and fairly. I anticipate the case of Jeju to exemplify the modus operandi for Asia to establish resilient peace in Asia. Distinguished guests from local and abroad, North Korea's denuclearization issue is probably the biggest risk to global security. Unprecedented summits at such short interval have brought us hope that North Korea will declare its denuclearization, and the international community should take part in initiating a denuclearization process. But the second summit between North Korea and US, held in Hanoi, Vietnam, and with a so-called Hanoi no deal. The core condition of determining nuclear deal is truthfulness. It has been demonstrated that dialogue without truthfulness cannot solve a nuclear puzzle. It's the denuclearization that will guarantee North Korea its regime security and help North Koreans to meet the basic necessities of life and live as human beings. On top of it all, the international community will provide North Korea with support and cooperation to boost its economy. I cannot stress enough the importance of the North Korea's denuclearization. It will determine the future of North Korea. It will also help the peace process on the Korean Peninsula. I call on North Korean leader Kim Jong-un to make a fruitful resolution on denuclearization. We, two Koreas and the international community, will bravely and patiently support North Korea's denuclearization and be committed to helping with its normalization. Jeju will actively take part in this move. Jeju Special Self-Governing Provincial Government has been the first among Korean local governments to pioneer inter-Korean exchanges by means of vitamin C diplomacy. As Jeju has been playing a leading role in inter-Korean exchanges, next year we'll invite North Korea to join this Jeju Forum so that it can provide an opportunity to start a great new chapter of establishing a peace process in the Korean Peninsula. Distinguished guests from local and abroad, Jeju Forum began in 2001, so it has been almost 20 years since its birth. During this period, many influential global leaders of politics, academics, and business all around 8 countries have taken part here. It's become a model public forum representing South Korea where the agenda of peace and prosperity is discussed. This forum will be a center stage in Asia on which collective responses based on extended peace concept take place to deal with new peace threats, including climate change, ocean contamination, and fine dust, as well as the traditional security threats, such as nuclear weapons and missiles. In particular, with a new peace concept in mind, peace from healing, peace from tolerance, and peace in energy will preserve the environmental treasure island where environment and human can coexist. Also, we will not forget to play our role as an island of world peace. I hope all of you will enjoy the spring of clean blue Jeju during your stay in this environment treasure island. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor Won, for your remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, could we have another round of big applause for Governor Won Hee-ryong.